Welcome back to 5 Minute Drum Lessons, where we get it done in 5 minutes or less. On today's agenda, Trip to Your Heart by Sly and the Family Stone. And man, you guys know how to throw some tough stuff at me, but this is another one by request. I'm going to go over it very quickly, going to try to keep it under 5 minutes, give you an idea how it works and what I'm hearing in it, and leave you with it. So the first thing to note on the drum part, especially the main groove part, to me it sounds like there's some delay being added to the drum part. So every drum note you're hearing, I don't think is actually being played. I think there's like some delay or whatever, some sort of effect being used on it. So I'll show you what I think they're probably playing pre-effects. And two ways. One's a little more straightforward with the bass drum pattern. The next one's a little more challenging because I think he has a couple extra notes in there. And so we'll jump right into it. Firstly, it's a 16th note hi-hat groove. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Or you could play alternating 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. And I'll show you both ways. So doing it all with the right hand, your snare is just going to be on tune 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. And there is a kind of what sounds like a delay note, like an affected note, but it's sort of prominent in the beat. So you could add, it's a 2-bar phrase, so you could add the and a 4 on the snare in the second bar if you feel like it. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Or you just stick to 2 and 4. For the bass drum pattern, the first bar is 1 E. Okay, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Oh, maybe it is just one. I'm sorry. I think it's just 1 bar. Yeah, it's just 1 bar, but there's a lot going on to it. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So you have the first 2 16ths, and then 3 E and a 4 E and a. So the beat sounds like this: 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a. And if you want to, 3 E and a 4 E and. So that's kind of the groove part. And then if you want to, you can add the before the 3 and the before the 1 to get that little extra note, which I do kind of hear in there. So it sounds like. Do it slowly. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. And this song's quite fast, so that's what makes this challenging. And it might even be faster than that. So I would, if I was put on the spot and didn't have too much time to practice, I might just do that alternating. Sloppy, sorry. Alternating might be a good option if it's difficult to keep that all up. Now the trip to your heart part, you could just do this. So yeah, that's basically pretty straightforward. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You just 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And I think that's kind of what's going on in the drum part. I think they layer over top some notes on the bell of a cymbal. And what that is, if you wanted to incorporate that into the beat, that's where it gets a little tricky, because it's like a quarter note triplet pattern against your so yeah, if you want to work it in, you can. Something like that for that little section. And basically, to slow it right down, the way that works is, so you're doing 2 bass drum notes on the first cymbal note, and then another cymbal note, and then your snare. So, right? And then another ride note. And the tricky thing about that is you have to try to play a smooth, even quarter note triplet on the ride while doing sort of a straight 8th or 16th note bass drum, snare drum pattern. So from the other groove, so you could just do this, but if you want to, you go. And that'll give you that little quarter note triplet thing on the ride over top of the beat. So that's just a quick breakdown to give you an idea of what's going on in the song. I hope it was helpful. Explore it, check it out, try it. Hope you got something out of the video. Thank you for joining me. Any questions, let me know, and see you on the next one.